everybody. Yurkun from the 430.com forums here. So let's talk about our tool chain here. So far we pretty much only use technically two tools from our whole tool chain here. Pretty much GCC and G++. Well, in my case G++ while compiling a C++ program. Anyways, we have several other tools here that could be very useful when working with a project. Tools such as MSP430-size here, right? And then object copy if you need to convert your file output to a hex file. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what else I would use here out of these here, but you know, we still have MSP debug that we haven't used in our build environment yet. So let's talk about tools, as in yeah, compiler tools. Okay, so let me bring up CodeBlocks here, and if you come up here to the toolbar here, you'll notice these two options here. Now I haven't really played with these yet here, although I can see how these would be very handy. I'm gonna have to figure out at some other point how these work. But what I have figured out here is how to configure just a simple tool here, which is pretty much called it test, but it's based on MSP430-size. And up here you've got your name for the tool, which is what shows up here in the toolbar menu. Executable name, the given executable that you want to call. Down here is your working directory, which would be the directory for the command line tool there. And then here under parameters, I'm passing in the project directory, followed immediately by target output files. Now if you take a look at these four options right here, you can select output. The top option here is output directly to a command line window, which when brought up by CodeBlocks here will automatically pause, so it's not just going to run off the screen and then disappear and you're not going to have anything to see. It'll wait for you to hit a key or close the window out here. What's more interest to me here is the second line here, which outputs to the standard output redirected down on the bottom here. Okay, so kind of getting an advanced view of what's going on here. Of course, everybody knows what MSP430-size does there. It spits out a bunch of information about your well, your RAM usages, what your yeah, I'm being beeped at here. Anyhow, it just gives you statistics here of what kind of memory you're using on the device here. Text, data, BSS, des, and hex here. Of course, then we have our project file name here. So let me go ahead and clear that out there, and then I'll just run the tool really quick here, and then you can take a look at the output. If you notice, that's a little bit different than what we were looking at before. That's because I've actually found two different ways to do this. This is pretty handy and everything, although, you know, I'm seeing information here like standard out and stuff that I really don't want. Well, it's not that I don't want to see it, I don't need to see it. You know, I don't need it to tell me that it is launching the tool test with the path names to the executable and the target directory and all that. And I already know what it does. I wrote the damn thing, so I don't need it to tell me what to do. So that is just a little tool here that we created. That's great. But the other better way of doing this, I think, at least for me personally, let me go ahead and clear this out down here. Okay, as we come up here to our project, build options, if we take a look at this nifty little tab right here, pre and post build steps here, we can actually put all all this into one line right here. So let me pull up my cheat sheet here, and I'll just give you a quick look at what I've done here. Pretty much it's just the path to the executable that I want to execute after as a post build step, followed by the project directory macro, and immediately after by the output file directory. So that's what we have here. So now when we come up here with this in our post build step and we come up to build, first of all let me just go ahead and clean the project, and then build the output down here. We're still getting our path to the executable and the ELF file there. The path to the ELF file twice there, but at least in my mind this looks cleaner, and it's all part of the build here. You know, you can scroll up, and here let me just go ahead and size this up a little bit. You can see the whole output there. We're going through our G++, compiling down to an object, and then taking our object files and running them through GCC as the linker. And then once that is finished, we're taking our resultant ELF file and passing it to MSP430 size, which gives us all these useful statistics down here. And well, for now I guess that's all I have for this, but I'm sure I'm not the only one seeing that, you know, this can be used for more than just MSP430 size. It could be used for object copy, for, you know, if from what I understand, I think well, I know it converts files. You can use it to convert to iHex or hex files, which I guess is used for certain programmers and whatnot. So you can add that as a post build step if you have a programmer that requires hex files as an input. And also I do believe that we could use this with MSP debug to upload our code to our device. So until next time, y'all take it easy, and I will catch you in the next video.